Billionaire Marriage in Dubai by Dion Robinson. Chapter 5. After our first night in Dubai, I told Kandi that we were leaving. I wanted to get Kandi out of Dubai as quickly as possible. My father's threats against Kandi were not to be taken lightly. Kandi had questions for our sudden departure. I lied to her so she wouldn't worry about my father. I have to get back to the United States to continue setting up food distribution hubs. Kandi was disappointed. She had hopes of getting the great Dubai experience. I reconsidered. My father gave me 2 days so we had time. I thought it would give both my dad and I time to cool off. My dad can revisit the idea of letting Kandi and I stay married. But first, I must ask Kandi. As Kandi and I laid in bed, that's when I decided to make her an offer that she cannot refuse. Kandi, do you want to be an escort for the rest of your life? Of course not. I do it because I need the money. I have to pay my uncle's living and medical expenses. Not to mention, I have my own bills and college tuition I am saving up for. Alhamdulillah, what is your degree major? Business administration. I am good with money and negotiating. I already know, I replied with a smile. Listen, I would like to give up being an escort. I want you to stay married to you. I have to think about it. Can you give me an answer when we get back to America? Okay. After a quick brunch, Kandi and I toured the city around noon. We were stopped a few times by the police. We had to show proof of marriage. We decided to shop a bit since I wanted to give Kandi a great Dubai experience. When I returned to my yacht, I decided to have a night cruise along the coast. I ordered Captain Azir to continue until 7 in the morning. Kandi marveled at the coastline as it was surreal to her. I don't know what got into Kandi at that moment. Kandi descended onto her knees and started unbuckling my pants. What are you doing? I am feeling horny. My pussy is wet, and I feel like we need to do it here. But we are out in the open. What if someone sees us? I asked. We are on a boat. We have all the privacy we need. If someone sees us, then so what? Kandi replied. Kandi unleashed my manhood and took all of it in her mouth. My knees started to buckle, which I had to sit in the lawn chair. Kandi still had on her abaya. She lifted up her skirt and opened the top part of her wardrobe, allowing her breast to spill out. She climbed onto me and descended down onto my erect phallus. Kandi was so warm inside. I could feel Kandi's insides contracting. The thought of her ejaculating her essence onto me turned me on. Finally, I could not hold it any longer. I felt the built-up pressure in my loins being released inside of Kandi. When I was done grunting, she laid on top of me. We both experienced a euphoric bliss. Are you sure you want to stay married to me? Yes, I do. You are amazing. Before I give you my decision to stay married, I want you to know that I am no gold digger. Wealthy men are very suspicious about women like me marrying for money. If we stay married, I will pull my weight in this marriage. So is that a yes to staying married? Of course. Kandi smiled. Why the quick decision? I see how you look at me. It is not of lust but of love. I never had a client look at me like I was nothing more than some high-priced piece of ass. You are more than that, Kandi. You are a good person, I replied. When Kandi heard me say that, a tear rolled down her cheek. Thank you for believing in me, Kandi replied before kissing me passionately. After the kiss, we decided to head to the cabin for the evening to make love.